So I was looking at the education systems of the African countries, the ranking, and then I noticed that Kenya took number 7. Number 7. I think number 1 is Seychelles, followed by Tunisia, then followed by, is it Mauritius or what? Then South Africa is somewhere there. Then I think there is Botswana. Should be Botswana. Then Egypt, is it? I don't know. But Kenya is number 7. And I was curious, what is it that these countries are doing better than us? Ni nini wanafanya yenye sisi hatufanyi, so that they get ranked better than us? Then I noticed that the main thing actually is how they treat their teachers, the welfare of their teachers, how they pay their teachers, the kind of workload their teachers have. Another thing is the class inatoshana aje. In Kenya, the average is 50 students to 1 teacher. In those countries like Seychelles, unapata class has got 25 students. So the future of this nation, unajua kwamba future ya any nation, education is number 1. Education is number 1. If you look at the countries which are doing really well, wame invest sana kwa education. Look at Japan, Finland, look at them. The countries which are doing really well, they have invested a lot in the education system. So if we want to do well as a country, Kenya, then we have to really invest in our teachers. We have to pay them well. In a country like Seychelles, in South Africa, walimu wanalipwa 1,200. Hiyo ni kwanza mwanzo tu 200,000. In Kenya, walimu wanaanzia 29,000, kama weni wa primary, and the high school teachers wanaanzia 40,000, somewhere there. After that actually it can be lower. Kuna watu wanalipwa 38,000 or something, 37, 35,000. It's embarrassing. Let's pay our teachers well. Then we make sure we train them well. In some countries, this is Africa, kama hizo akina Seychelles, is it Seychelles? I think it's a requirement that before ukue registered as a teacher, ukue umefanya masters. Here in Kenya, I think ni P1. No, P1 ilitolewa ni diploma. Diploma and a degree. So high school teachers, you must have done a degree or a diploma. Then primary school teachers nowadays, it's you must have done a diploma. So we need to invest in our teachers, in that to create more and more trainings. Okay, the job trainings, mingi sana, for free, of course, for free. And again, we reduce the paperwork. Ni mingi sana. Let the teacher spend, or rather, let the teacher spend less time in let's say class, in that aanze teaching 8 a.m. to 2:40 p.m. it's done. From there sasa yeye ajiprepare. Sasa unapata some schools, anyway, let me not comment, but it's crazy that we tend to put our kids in class and our teachers from dusk to dusk, as if ni mtoto wa grade 7 anasoma engineering or something. No, it can't happen that way. So kindly, it's a challenge. Let us look at how we can make our education system better. The best way, the first thing that we need to do is to treat our teachers well. Pay them well. Make sure the welfare is okay. And that can happen when you get good leaders who are deliberate about it. Teachers who know that this is possible because it has happened in other countries. We're not talking even about Europe or America. No, we're talking about Africa. It is happening in Africa. If it is happening in Seychelles, in South Africa, in Botswana, it can happen here. Watu wanaiba pesa huku, watu wanaenda michango wanatoa 100 million, 10 million. That money, tukifunga hiyo ya kuiba, hizo pesa they can be channeled ziende kwa kulipa walimu na madaktari and so forth, So it can happen. We need leaders from uko juu, president, ministers, MPs. In our unions, we need the union leaders who know what they want, what their members want. Okay, so that's it. So hopefully, as we move towards the electioneering, period, 2026, 2027, whichever society we're talking about, kama ni unions, kama ni the country, let us look for leaders wenye wanajua what we need as a country. instead of building houses, my opinion, instead of building houses for individuals, maybe we should build more classes or new schools, so that we move away from schools which are having 80 students, 90, 100 students in one class. One teacher, 100 students. In Kenya, yes, here in Kenya. We move away from that. We move to 40 kids, 40 at least, 40 is okay. Let's move to a scenario whereby one teacher, 40 kids. Yes. Pana kujenga manini, nyumba for an individual. Let's start with that. Of course, houses for individuals are important, but I think before we get there, let's have kids wako sawa kwa shule, hospital ziko, ndio sasa we move to kuangalia maslahi ya individuals. Thank you very much.